Alright. So we had 1,000 viewers. I'm guessing we can talk about this. Right? Yo, so we was just chilling. Like, we was chilling in here. I was talking to y'all about who's better and what y'all like to hear, you know what I mean? I was giving y'all a little synopsis on what I think about hip-hop and what I think about lyricism, you know what I mean? And then Ray came in, you know what I'm saying? And Ray came in on some peaceful shit at first. You know, he dapped everybody, and he dapped me. He came in, he dapped Joe, he dapped me, he was dumb peaceful. That freak took his seat, and when he took the seat, that's when he just changed, everything just changed. He wanted to talk about the video that everybody seen me in with Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying?
How crazy that you happened to be here.
Yeah, it's crazy that I'm in here when this all happened, and I was on the World Star video, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I just don't understand. But anyway, the video was almost a month ago. It happened on the 18th in Boston. And they just came in and they was inquiring about, you know, not the apology. They was inquiring about after what happened. When he was saying if anybody else got any problems, come holler at me. So I'm holding the camera while they taping, and they was taping, and I'm holding the camera. And next thing you know, I didn't even see the punch. I just heard it. I heard a punch. And I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? I was like, alright, so it looks like niggas is gonna be fighting today. You know, that was my initial thought, like niggas is gonna be fighting. Alright, I'm gonna be fighting a nigga that I grew up listening to. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't Ray who did it. And according to Ray, he put it on his kids that he didn't want to hit Joe. That Joe was supposed to get hit. So it was 6 of them, like, you know what I mean? And they was just asking us questions after that. And it was just like, yeah, they recorded it. They locked, you know, I'm not gonna say all that. They you know, they was asking us questions about the date, and they was just on some, like, yo, prove to us that this video was done before Jones Beach. The video was done in Boston. Rock the Bells dates happened July 18th in Boston. They met up with each other. Joe and Method Man apologized on Sunday, the following day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting on World Star. I'm showing Ray. I'm like, yo, Ray, this happened the day before. And Ray, like, he was just in another zone. Like, he didn't even want to listen. He was just like, yo, this is what happened. I know what happened. Meanwhile, on World Star, it says the day of the Jones Beach show when when Joe Budden was on Joe Budden TV, he was talking. You know what I mean? So, I mean, to be real, I look at it like, I feel like that was a bad move, you know what I mean? On some real shit. I'm not a street dude, you know, and I'm not gonna say, like, if it would have went down and we would have had to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, we wasn't gonna win. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we was not gonna win. And Joe was like, whatever, like, and the whole time, like, I'm looking at Joe like, yo, if it has to go down, it gotta go down. So, you know, at one point, Frequency left the room. He got out the room, and I stayed. I stayed in the room right with Joe. You know what I mean? And I was right there.
What you trying to say, Mickey?
Nah, for some reason he had to leave, but I stayed.
I got the spirit.
I didn't leave. I stayed right there. You know what I mean? And Ray was talking to me. Ray was like, yo, like, you know, this ain't got nothing to do with you, man. This is between da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yo, like, at the end of the day, like, I have no beef or no problems with wu-tang-clan now. I just came from Japan. I was listening to these niggas on my iPod. So to see that shit happen was crazy. So I was there, you know what I mean? And I'm looking Ray right in his eyes. I'm like, yo, on some real shit, like this happened the day before. This didn't happen on that day. You know what I mean? And honestly, like I feel like Ray didn't swing. Raekwon didn't swing. You know what I mean? But he didn't, like, he hit. I didn't see a punch, but apparently he hit Joe in the eye and it also hit him in the shoulder. I mean, and once he got hit, in my mind I'm like, alright, we're gonna have to fight. We might have to fight. And if we gotta fight, like, we gotta fight. I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't want to fight because the odds were against me. But and this is for anybody that's typing right now, if somebody hits you or somebody come at you, you gotta defend yourself, and that's all I would have been doing. You know what I mean? And that's just me keeping it real. I don't give a damn or give a fuck about any of y'all comments like that. It's just some real shit. If a nigga come at you, you gotta defend yourself, whether it's Raekwon, whether it's Jay-Z, whether it's Nas, niggas that we listen to, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like shit was crazy. One of the 6 dudes did punch Joe. You know what I mean? It was 6 versus 2, man. Like, and let me tell you something, if I ain't coming here to talk to y'all, it would have been 6 versus 1. It would have been 6 versus 1, B.
Why?
You know what I mean?
Not saying nothing.
But I did think that was a sucker move. I did think it was a sucker move, yo. Joe did not get knocked out. I think, for me personally, I think he barely felt it. You know what I'm saying? And shit is crazy. There is footage of this. What's the name has the footage? Raekwon has the footage.
They were filming our shit. But someone recorded the live TV shit.
No, Joe didn't swing back.
Why would he?
Nah, they didn't laugh after the punch. It was just like a word. It was like, word, dead ass? Like, that's what y'all doing? Everybody who knows me and listening to my feed, like, I mean, honestly, that's what happened. Then, you know, Joe and Ray was going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was talking. They were just talking like men, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it's too late for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, seriously, like, what you did, like, how you gonna have your man punch him, and then now y'all want to talk, like, word? And then you got the camera on. It's like, come on, Ray. Like, you know what I mean? And I know it's like, and once again, like, I love Wu-Tang. I love Wu. Fuck it. If it's 6 niggas in the room, one dude already got hit, and he like, yo, yeah, we gonna fuck your man up too. We gonna fuck your man Mickey up too. So I go, all right. Bet. You gonna hit me? Like, I'm 130, 140, 150, 120, 110. Like 80 pounds, B. How you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make you real? That's not real. I was just looking at him. I wasn't scared or nothing. I was fine. I looked him dead in his face, all right. It is what it is. But no comment.